So we are doing a quick revision. We learned that the distance around a circle is called circumference. A line that is joining 2 points on a circle is called chord. So let's assume there's a point here and there's a point here. So the line that is dividing or joining the two points on a circle is called a chord. A chord. When a chord is in the middle, it's called diameter. It's called diameter. In other words, a diameter is a line dividing a circle into 2 equal parts. So we'll be using diameter often, we'll be using chord often, and we'll also be using circumference often in our lesson. And final thing we'll be using is called segment. So let me clean this. Now, when a chord divides a circle into 2 parts, this part is called a segment, and this part is also called a segment. So we have point A and point B, and we've already learned our chord. So the line dividing joining the 2 points is called chord. So the first law says that when there are angles formed on the same chord, the angles are the same. So this A is an angle, B is an angle, C is an angle. Since all these angles are formed on the same chord, we say A is equal to B is equal to C. The second property is the angle a chord. So let's say this is the chord A, B. The angle the chord subtends at the center, so if here is X, is twice the angle the chord subtends at the circumference of the same circle. Okay, so the first, this is the chord. It has subtended 2 angles. The first angle is at the middle, and the second angle is touching the circumference of the circle. The law says that the angle the chord subtends at the center is twice the angle the chord subtends at the circumference. Therefore, if here is X, then S is going to be equal to 2 times Y. So S is going to be equal to 2Y. So the third property says that the angles form of the circumference of a circle of an opposite segment add up to 180. 180. Very good. So that means if we have an angle here and there's an angle also here, okay, A and B, we know this is a segment and this is a segment, but they are opposite. So we say the angles are in opposite segment. The law says that since they are in opposite segment, they add up to 180. It means angle A plus angle B must be equal to 180 degrees. We learned previously that diameter divides circle into 2 equal parts. So if A and B is the diameter, so it is dividing the circle into 2 equal parts. The fourth rule says that the angle formed on the circumference formed by the diameter on the circumference of the circle is 90 degrees. So any angle that is formed on the diameter is 90 degrees. So this is the diameter. Let's form an angle. So let's assume this is the angle. So A, let's put O here, AOB, and let's form another angle. Yes, also B. Since all these angles are forming on the circumference, the law says here must be 90. Here must be, you know this, and the moment we do this, it means 90. So it means that angle AOB is equal to 90 degrees. Yes, because it is on the diameter. And ADB, angle ADB is also equal to 90 degrees. Property 5 says that equal chord subtends equal angles. Very simple. Equal chords subtend equal angles. So if this is a chord, let's say this is a chord, because it is dividing a circle, the chord can be here. So, and this also a chord, and this is an angle this chord is forming, and this also an angle this chord is forming. Let's put angle A here and let's put angle B here. Okay, so we can say A and B are equal only if this chord is the same as this chord. So if the chords are the same, then the angles formed are the same. If they are not the same, no. Property 6, it also says that equal chord. So this is a chord, and this is also a chord. You say the chord, if the chords are the same and they are subtending an angle at the diameter of the circle, so the angle should be at the diameter. Okay, so it says that the angles from here are the same only if this chord and this chord are the same. Okay, so if the chords are the same and they are subtending angles at the diameter or the center of the circle, it means that the angles formed are the same. So A will be equal to B. Okay.